Hi Virgo, I hope that you're doing well. I send you so much love and light. Welcome to your June love reading. If I sound really nasal right now, Virgo, my allergies are like crazy. So I don't know what's going on with my allergies. I just can't seem to get a hold on it, but I sound really nasal right now, and that is why. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. So this is all about your love life in June. We're gonna take a look and see what is coming in for you. What are the romantic energies like? What is your love life looking like? What are your messages from spirit? What do you need to know? I'll just tell you everything that comes through. Okay, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. My name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot. I do hope that you guys enjoy this reading, and if you do, leave a like on the video. I hope that you'll subscribe, and let's just get right into it, Virgo. All right, before I begin, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. All right, Virgo, let's see what kind of energy is coming your way. Wow, this is interesting because the overall energy is the 10 of Cups. Aries and Capricorn has come through. Is anyone involved with an Aries or a Capricorn? Could be who's coming towards you, or maybe your own moon or rising signs. And you know what it feels like? The bar is set so high, and someone in this connection wants perfection, and it just feels like it's an unobtainable goal of perfection for the relationship. And you know the way that that feels to someone on the receiving end of it is it feels like I'm small and I'm not enough, and I feel like I'm being controlled. I feel like I'm being rushed. I feel like I'm having to focus on this one thing and neglect other things. It's an interesting dynamic to see in your reading, Virgo, and it makes me wonder if you are the one on the receiving end of this energy, or if this is what your person is feeling you're like putting onto them. And don't think I'm taking sides, if because it's general, so I look at it from both perspectives, but that's what the vibe is like. The 10 of Cups is a very beautiful energy, but there's something that is almost fleeting about it in the expectations of perfection. Because I mean, really, how long does a rainbow last in the sky? When you see it, it's there, it's beautiful, but it doesn't last. So it's almost like this ideal of what love should be and how it should feel. But then, I mean, normally that would be a beautiful thing. But then when you see these heavier energies, especially with the devil and the emperor is coming through in reverse, the page of pentacles, these two energies lets me know, and I feel like it's coming from the divine masculine. I feel like it's coming from the divine masculine in the reading. It's like you're not letting me do things the way that I feel is right for me as the divine masculine, the pace that I want to set things. I feel like I'm not allowed to set things at my natural pace and do it my natural way. Don't think I'm taking sides, Virgo. I'll just tell you what the dynamic is like. And it makes me wonder, are you guys putting pressure on your person? Because when you see the devil's energy coming through, I talk about pressure because, I mean, look at the lovers. They're like literally chained to each other. Those are the lovers, but it's just under the devil's heavier energy, which feels very controlling. And please don't think I'm just siding with the divine masculine. In the reading, it just feels like my power is being taken away from me, and I'm being held to an incredibly high standard that I feel I can't reach. I feel like it's impossible to reach it. And that makes me feel like I'm small. It makes me feel like I'm not enough. And it makes me feel like I'm just slacking and lacking in other areas of my life. So I feel like the point of showing you these messages, Virgo, has to do with maybe putting less pressure on each other and maybe not expecting perfection from the other one. And I know it's not an easy pill to swallow because it feels like the message from spirit is to tell someone to let their person do things in a way that they feel is best for them, because it comes across as oppressive. It comes across as unobtainable. It comes across as controlling. And you know what? With this Scorpio's energy coming through, and especially with the Pisces upright, this shows me the way that it could really change things permanently and make someone have a change of heart about the way that they're looking at their person's behavior towards them, the way that they're looking at how their person treats them and their expectations of them. If you guys hear knocking, I have no idea what that is. I don't know. If you hear it, sorry about that. I can see Scorpio's energy. Pisces energy is here very strong. And then, of course, the Aries and the Capricorn energy has come through. You know what this looks like? Someone could do a really good job, if they're not careful, of pushing their person away. So it's a very touchy reading because I don't want someone to feel like I'm not on their side or I'm on the other person's side, but that's what the dynamic really is like. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's the way it feels. It feels like it's like the other person's pleading with them, like, what you want from me? Like, I'm not perfect. You expect me to be perfect, but nobody is perfect. Because it's like that quest for perfection or having such high expectations from my partner. It feels like I can't reach it, and in the end I feel small. I feel like I'm not good enough. I even feel like I'm emasculated, and I feel like I'm being controlled. That's a very interesting dynamic to come through in the reading, and I wonder what that means to you guys here watching. I wonder what you choose to take from that. I just feel like the moral of the story is for someone to not be so hard on their person, because it's like setting the bar so high. I feel like I'm a loser almost when I can't reach that goal. And then it's making me feel small and it's making me feel controlled. And now, because of that, I'm looking at them in a completely different light. And they've done a good job of tainting my outlook of the connection and how they treat me. So I feel like that is the moral of the story. And like I said, I wonder what that means to you guys. I wonder if anyone here watching this feels like, yeah, I have been way too hard on my person. I should really take a step back, because I just feel like that's what spirit wants someone to see in that spread. So it feels like one of the first messages in your reading, Virgo, is maybe to be kinder, for whoever's watching this, because it's not necessarily just directed towards you, because it's a general reading. So I look at it from both perspectives, but around Virgo's energy, it feels like if someone is too hard on their person, they're going to push them away. All right, you guys, now let's pull some more cards. Let's get some more messages. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. So I can see Leo and Cancer's energy coming through. I wonder if there's like a Leo Cancer cusp person watching, or if your own moon or rising signs are Leo or Cancer, or if there's like a Cancer, Leo, Virgo that's here. Moon or rising signs, cross watchers. I'll mention it because it's coming through. The overall energy now is the 5 of Wands. That shows me definite romantic competition. I'm so surprised that guy's not barking. Thank God he's not. I'm sorry, you guys, about the noise again. I don't know what that is. The Queen of Cups with the Chariot. For others of you, I can see where you do have the possibility to have more than one person, especially if you're open to dating. If you open yourself up to dating, Virgo, you have a flood of attention that's going to come to you. I mean, the Knight of Cups is bringing love offers to you, and not just one, because that's what that Five of Wands represents. It's like multiple people expressing their interest in you. Now, Scorpio's energy has come through, you guys, so it could be a number of people coming your way. Leo, Cancer, or Scorpio, or maybe there's cross watchers or your own moon or rising signs. So the second spread that I'm looking at for you guys shows me people who really want your affection and want your attention. But it looks like you guys are in this energy of, I'm not sure who I'm going to choose. I'm not going to wear my heart on my sleeve. And I'm going to watch and observe before I really make a move. So you know what this feels like? It feels like, I wonder if you guys are really ready to get yourselves back in the dating game. Some of you are, and you do, and you have so much attention that comes to you. But others of you, it just feels like you have this attention come to you regardless, yet you're not exactly open to receiving it or open to getting in the dating pool. And it's funny that I use the word pool because it's literally about that queen stepping into the water. And if she steps into the water, it means that she's taking a chance on love and she's opening up her heart. So it looks like you guys are in this space of maybe needing to take more time for yourself. Some of you definitely, because the Chariot is coming through in reverse. And that says a lot about the ways that you do not want to be rushed, the ways that you're not going to do anything that if you're not comfortable doing it. And moreover, like this healing process that I see you guys going through. So you know what I have to say to someone here? It is absolutely okay if you kind of just sit on the sidelines and take your time before you get into the dating world again. Because what's meant for you is not going to pass you by. Don't put any pressure on yourself or let anyone put any pressure on you to rush you into the whole dating scene if you feel like you need to take more time for yourself to heal and to process. Because I feel like there's almost someone's worry that I can pick up on of, well, I don't want to miss out. You won't miss out. You'll never miss out on something that's meant for you. Okay, that's important. I will say that I can also pick up on someone else's energy where when you tell them perhaps that you need more time, or you're just not giving this person a straight answer because maybe you don't have a straight answer to give. And what I'm talking about is someone that's pursuing you or trying to pursue you and they can't get a feel for where they stand with you. I can see someone really like letting their pride get the best of them and then maybe even coming back around and apologizing for being so prideful. And it feels like when this person gets in the mode of being prideful, they could say and do things just to save face. I want to look at that Leo's energy. Oh, okay. Look at this. Three of Cups coming through in reverse. I mean, that just says so much, especially with all of this romantic competition. It's almost like when you're quiet with someone, Virgo, and like I said, you may not give them a straight answer because maybe you don't have a straight answer to give because you're not sure about what you want to do when it comes to your love life. You could have someone that throws accusations at you and maybe even accuses you of being with somebody else or in a relationship with someone else, but you know where those accusations come from? Someone's hurt pride. So, you know what's funny about that energy is even for those of you in a relationship or involved with someone where there's all of this energy of romantic competition and even people making a move on you, someone could make a move on you right even in front of your person. You know, if you're with them, it doesn't look like you're gonna, do anything to disrespect your person or like take this other person's offer, but it's done right in front of your person, and it feels like I can pick up on jealousy and worry about who's pursuing you, who's interested in you, who you're talking to. So some of you might find that like when dealing with your person, whoever this is you have on your mind, because say it's just someone you're talking to and getting to know, you may see their jealous side, their insecure side, because it almost feels like there's such a chance for you to have an accusation thrown at you that you have someone else on the side, or you're interested in someone else, or you're talking to someone else, or just like something is crossing the appropriate line. And if you have someone that says these things to you, Virgo, or accuses you of these things, it really comes from a place of bruised ego and pride. Too much pride. It's like pride and ego. It's like, well, you're not choosing me. You're not opening up to me. You're holding back from me. So it must mean if you're not giving your affection and attention and what else to me, then you must be giving it to someone else. So there's definitely, in the second spread, I can pick up on the possibility of interferences from the outside. Whether it's, you're just attracting a lot of attention wherever you go, and you do have people that are trying to reach out to you and pursue you romantically, that could be the case. And if you're involved with someone now, I can see where it's like a combination of things. It feels like you're not fully here with me, like you're kind of removed or you're holding back from me. That's how someone's looking at their person in this dynamic. You're not really fully opening up to me or taking a chance on me. I feel like you're holding back from me. I feel like things are not moving forward between us. And I see heads turning wherever you go, or I'm suspicious about this person talking to you, or that one at work, or that one here and there. It's just like I think this person's mind is kind of racing. And because of that, their pride is so hurt. And they could even accuse the other one of doing something inappropriate with someone. I literally heard leading a double life. I wonder if anyone's ever said anything like that to you, Virgo, but it's definitely being inappropriate, crossing the line, or even you could have someone that accuses you of cheating on them. I'm not saying that I side with this person at all. I'll just tell you what's making them think like this. It makes me wonder, who are you talking to? Because I'm looking at you through this person's eyes. Makes me wonder if you remain in contact with exes or just people that your person doesn't know. Not saying that you can't, but I know that they're looking at it and suspicious of it. And have you been quiet or holding back from your person, or just saying no to them when they ask you to do certain things? Like, have you turned down certain offers from them? Or are there things that the two of you haven't done in a while that you normally do? If the answer is yes, it explains from your person's perspective anyway why they're looking at you and feeling like something is going on. I want to look at this Chariot. And now, since the reading is general, I have to say this only to help someone understand it from another perspective. When I look at the shoe being on the other foot, so to speak, I wonder if any of you here feel this way about your person. Well, they're quiet. They're removed. I ask them to do things and they say no. It's not really moving forward the way that it normally does, or the way that I feel it should. And then I notice they're texting this person, talking to that person. I feel like if some of you resonate with that energy, I can see you've like very much feeling jealous and your pride being hurt, and even making an accusation towards your person. I want to look at a couple different things. The first one is the Chariot. You know what? And I'm not taking anyone's side, but when you see the Nine of Swords come through around the Chariot in reverse, it's like these thoughts that are sitting in this person's mind for so long. This is kind of a double-edged sword to tell you guys about. I'll tell you it from both perspectives to help you get an understanding. From the one perspective, this person who is really overthinking a conversation, and they're replaying that conversation over and over in their mind, and it's definitely making them lose sleep over these thoughts. And what's on this person's mind is the way that they feel. They're questioning, how does my person feel about me? And what's really going on between us? Why are we in this place where we can't seem to move forward? And so this swirls around in this person's mind. I feel like they get very upset over it. I feel like some of them even cry about it. So they could just lash out with accusations. They could lash out with accusations, and that's where it stems from. Their pride, their insecurities. But it's not like it's all in this person's head, because I can see the holding back that's here. So someone truly is holding back, and it's really hurting their person. And when I talk about the double-edged sword, I also see the way that after this person lashes out and they go about it the wrong way, trying to address the issue of why things are not moving forward between us, or why we're stuck, or whatever that is, or why my partner is holding back from me, they lash out and they completely regret it. They completely regret it. So it's almost like a little warning for someone to kind of try and keep their emotions and intellect balanced, because I just know this, for whoever it is that ends up lashing out and accusing their person, because of all the reasons I could see, they're going to regret that they did that. They're really going to kick themselves all the way down the street after they make these accusations, or even like say things to their person that feels like it's out of line. So it's crazy because I can see things from both perspectives. I can see someone holding back and how it affects the other one. But then I can also see the ways that the person that is holding back is healing, or is working through some kind of healing process. It just feels like a piece of advice to someone, like I said, is if there's things that you want to bring it up, but make sure that you do it the right way. Because if you do it the wrong way and you let your emotions get the best of you and you lash out and you make accusations towards your person, it just feels like you will end up really regretting that you said those things or behaved in that way. So I know it kind of sounds like I'm taking sides, but really I'm not trying to, Virgo, because I don't know which side of this you'll be on, because the reading is general. So it's like this is the energy around you. It could be experiences that you have. So it makes me wonder what you choose to take away from it if you resonate with these energies. Okay, I want to look at that Queen of Cups. You know what's funny is, to put it simply, I know that things are going to work out. And you know what's really funny about it? Because when I look at the first spread with the whole like I'm being pressured and I want things to be perfect and it's not perfect and I'm arguing, fighting with my person, this one here that's in the position of maybe not being as talkative as they normally tend to be, or showing as much affection as they would normally, or just the person that is holding back because they're taking time to reflect. I know that they're going to see all the affection and attention and love that this person in their life is trying to show them. So it feels like the one that is holding back is going to figure things out, and by figuring it out, they're going to see who's right in front of them and embrace that connection. So it's like, oh my gosh, how do I explain this to you, Virgo? Someone could really mess up their chances with this person because they're going to choose them. They're going to not only choose them, but embrace them and try to make up lost time and try to make up forever making them feel like they were rejected. So I know that there's realizations, major realizations with this Pisces energy because the Hangman is upright and that's like a reality check. I see things very clearly. I see things from their perspective. My mind is open, my eyes are open, my heart is open, and I need to open my heart moreover. So it's realizing that. So for whoever it is that feels their person is holding back from them, they're going to open up to you. It's like they're just going through a process for whatever reason. Not that that's okay, because I see the way you hurt in the meantime, but the worst thing that someone can do is try to pressure that person to open up their heart, pressure them to take a chance, or even lash out and make accusations. Because it's funny, I can see the bigger picture, the whole story, things from the higher perspective, and like looking down on it, the way that someone wants their person to open up so much, they're going to. They are going to. It's just a matter of it being on their time and when their heart feels like it's ready to do so, to open up and share and embrace. And that's what it's like. They need, you know why? It's because they need to ascend to a higher vibration, and that's what they're doing. It is like a whole process they're going through. And not only are they going to open up and embrace their person, but also like pay them back tenfold, pay them back for what they feel, for the ways that they believe I didn't, I made my person feel rejected and that's the last thing I wanted to do, or I made this person feel rejected and that's not what I wanted to do. The problem is not you. It was me and the things that I needed to process. So I know that that's what the potential outcome is, but I feel like there's a huge red flag or like a warning to someone here is don't lose your cool in the meantime, because this person is absolutely going to see the ways that they've been closed off. They're going to come around and they're going to apologize and really make it up to you. But if in the meantime someone loses their cool and makes accusations towards their person about who are you talking to, who are you with, and it's accusations really about something being inappropriate or crossing the line or even like cheating. If they make those accusations, they're going to regret it so much. They're really going to. Especially when I look at the first spread and I feel like these two combine, because it's about like really pushing someone away. I know it's not easy, and I know at times it may not feel like it's fair. But one of the biggest messages in the reading, Virgo, I feel is for whoever it is that is distant and saying, maybe even saying that they need more time, or maybe just showing that they need more time because of the ways that they're holding back. I would say the best thing to do is to give that person the time that they need, because they're absolutely going to come around. They're going to come around in a major way. They're going to come around with open eyes, open heart, open mind, open arms, and make things right. And make things right, I mean, in a major way. But if someone lets their pride get the best of them, or their suspicions get the best of them, or triggering experiences from the past that they had with someone else, get the best of them. And if they're just too focused on this person and analyzing everything about this person, and they end up lashing out, they're going to regret it so much because it can have a detrimental effect on the dynamic of the connection. It can really, really taint things. And when I look at the first spread with the way someone feels pressured to be so perfect, maybe the reason why they feel they can't be so perfect has to do with like this whole process that they're going through of healing. So I feel like there's a lot of helpful and interesting messages if you guys experience this or you resonate with these energies. Because the worst thing that someone can do around Virgo's energy, whether it's you or someone is doing this to you, Virgo, is hold everything inside until it just purges out. To sit there at night and lose sleep and think of things and replay things over and over and over again. And even like this person replays things in their head so much that they, oh my gosh, it does more harm than good, way more harm than good. They're focusing too much on the other person and the connection, and they're not putting enough focus onto their life, their well-being, what's going on with them. So I feel like if any of you here watching feel like your person is being this way with you and they're like taking space or they're distant or someone has literally told you they need more time, I feel like the best thing to do is really try and just accept that and know that it has nothing to do with you personally, and to put the focus back onto yourself and keep this message in the back of your mind, knowing that this person is absolutely going to come around and embrace everything you've been trying to give to them. And don't get me wrong, I want to acknowledge the way that I can see someone is very hurt in the meantime, and the way that they are very frustrated in the meantime, and the way that they are seeing things a certain way in the meantime. You know, especially if there are like what they feel is romantic competition in the picture. I mean, I see all of that, I get all of that, but the potential outcome is to like for someone to really ruin their chances with a person because they weren't because maybe they weren't patient enough. And I know that's really touchy. I know it is, but that's what it's like. And of course, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Do what you feel is best for you. Take from the reading what feels best to you, Virgo, depending on which side of this you're on. But that is what I can see going on. A chance for someone to really come around and for the connection to thrive after they have this period of reflecting and healing, or if they're not given that opportunity to reflect and heal the way that they need to, and if someone is not patient enough or just throwing accusations and is frustrated and accusatory towards that person, they stand a good chance of really pushing them away. That's what I can see. All right, you guys, I know that these are not the easiest messages to hear, but I never want you to think that they come from like a hateful place or a malicious place or a place intended to harm. No, these messages only come from a place of love and light intended to help. So when you see like warnings come through, it's only to help someone maybe think of things from another perspective, or to take a step back and take a step back and maybe take some space for themselves to kind of cool off a little bit. It just feels like the worst thing someone can do around Virgo's energy is be hasty and accusatory towards their person or their person of interest. Okay, Virgo, I love you so much. If you enjoyed the reading, if it was helpful, leave a like on the video, and I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. I just want to say thank you again, you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next reading.